velocity versus time graph. Again, I'm going to start off with one of these sort of straight line segment type things. In these cases, positive means that we're moving forward, negative means we're moving backwards. And again, we can represent those on this particular graph as these two different sections. Our not moving is where we're crossing our x-axis. And in this graph, it does it twice, once at the beginning and then once around 7 seconds. The other things we can learn from our velocity versus time graph is what's happening during these particular segments. Now in these flat segments, it's not constant position anymore. Now it's constant velocity. And that means I've got no acceleration during those time periods. If I've got a positive acceleration, that's a section where I've got a line sloping upwards. Here's another section where I've got an upwards positive acceleration. Each one of these are straight line segments, so that means the acceleration is constant on each segment, but it's a little bit higher slope over here, so that's a little bit larger positive acceleration. Anytime you've got a downward sloping segment, that's going to be a negative acceleration. And again, since this is a straight line, it's a constant negative acceleration over that entire segment. Now the other things that we can look at on this type of a graph is whether we're moving further away from the axis or closer to the axis. Whenever you're moving further away from the axis, that means you're speeding up. Whenever you're moving closer to the axis, that means you're going to be slowing down. So what about this segment over here? Well, you're moving further away from the axis. So that means this particular one is speeding up. You're just speeding up in the negative direction. Remember, speed doesn't care about your direction. It only cares whether you're going faster or slower. And here you're going faster backwards. So again, positive and negative depends on which direction you're going. Horizontal sections are constant velocity or zero acceleration. If you've got straight slopes, they're constant accelerations, with slopes upwards being positive, slopes downward being negative. And speeding up or slowing down is represented by your distance from the x-axis.